Yo, welcome to another episode of the BJJ GOONS Podcast. I'm your host, Tim, the Mushmaster Spriggs, and with me, as always, is my co-host.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Nico Ball. No new Nico. Glad to be back as always.
And
and,
today we
and
have a
Action Jackson, the second original goon. I almost jumped in before Nico when you said my co-host, but then I remembered it's her now. Oh wait, no, that's Nico now.
Yo. And welcome to episode 100, the reunion, man.
That's the only reason I'm back. Tim kept bugging me to come back and do one. I was like, I'm not messing with y'all. Not messing with him right now.
Yo,
oh, damn.
Episode 100.
you've had so many excuses. Even your camera, if you're doing this with your cell phone, is looking nicer than mine is right now from my computer.
That's why I'm using because my computer is nicer than my computer too.
You got like the iPhone 20 or some shit, man. Your picture mad clear. Like, what's going on?
You know, man. I got that Steve Jobs exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see
Steve.
Thailand been treating you good. Is it a knockoff or is it a real one? Or
And why you come at me like that?
'Cause
It's like I'm knockoff iPhone. Really? That's mad disrespectful. No, I don't have a knockoff iPhone.
That's kind of racist, Nico. Why is it that he lives in an Asian country?
because I hang around you all the time, Tim. What do you say to him all the time? I'm too poor for an iPhone. I'm too poor for an iPhone.
I don't know if it's racist towards me or it's racist towards somebody. I don't like it. I don't know. It's like that thing's too nice for you. Is that a knockoff? Must be. No way that's real.
At least you don't gotta worry about getting pulled over. Like, excuse me, sir, that's a car is a little bit too nice for you. Do you know how black you were
That
going?
is, yeah. So for those who don't know, reason I haven't been doing it isn't because me and Tim got into some drastic fight and fell out of our friendship. He's still one of my top 20 best friends.
Top 20, holy shit!
Firmly in one of my top 20 best friends. But I moved out to Thailand to start teaching, and that is one of the best things about Thailand. The racism here is different than in America. You know, I know people like to say there's no racism in America, but those people are full of shit. But the racism here is just like it's Thai and then Falang, which means foreigner. So all foreigners kind of get just a baseline racism, but it's so little that for me it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing.
You said
it's diet racism. Diet racism.
Yeah. It's just like it's like how most cultures are like that though. You know what I mean? Like if someone doesn't belong in your neighborhood, it's, you know, where you from? What are you doing here? You know, but they don't have that. It's just when you get pulled over by the cops, it's a little bit different. It's kind of their payday for most foreigners because most foreigners are always breaking the law, so they can give you a ticket and you can pay them directly, or you can take your chances at the police station and do it there. I usually just put the money in a little envelope and
yeah, because we all know that DJ Jackson is most foreigners. He definitely falls into that most foreigners category.
Foreigners.
Are you driving over there?
Yeah, of course, you know, scooter gang.
Yeah, okay, but you got a scooter like not an actual car, just like a scooter.
Oh no cars in Asia. Cars in Asia is just a reason to sit in traffic. You're not gonna go anywhere.
Facts.
Same as Sao Paulo. There's no reason to have a car. I mean, I never seen people with scooters in Sao Paulo, but definitely in Asian countries, scooters is the way to go. Like even when my soon-to-be wife is due, so I'll have a new son here soon. She's trying to get me to get a car when he's here just for safety. And I'm like, man, I see all the Thais driving with their kids on their bike. I'm gonna drive with my son on my bike.
Oh man.
No special treatment.
Are you gonna name your son Nico or Tim?
Am I naming my son Nico or Tim?
Yeah.
Aries.
Really?
The God
That's
of
a dope
War.
name. I like that.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Since he's gonna be raised in the gym, I think that's.
I
perfect.
actually was arguing with my girl about naming the son. I was like, I get to name the son, you get to name the girl, and she was like, I want to name the son, and I was like, no, we had a deal. And then she was like, I want to name him Aries, and I was like, okay, you can name him.
Oh wow. What was that your idea for the name or was that her?
Her idea.
That's all hers. What were you gonna
Yeah,
name
my idea would have been something. My idea, baby, Jesus.
it? Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus, you want to name your son Jesus?
Yes, still do kind of. Yes.
Well, you can always try next time she gets pregnant. Name him Jesus. Jesus Shuttlesworth Jackson.
I just need to make sure she's so hopped up on the pain meds from the pregnancy that she can't stop me from naming him Jesus. That's the only thing. This one she's gonna try to do naturally, so she's still like
Oh my
sound mind
God.
body. She
Jesus
won't
and
let me do it.
Aries. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
You have a son named Jesus and one named Aries. Like they're just unbeatable. It's like
you know it.
you'd be so nervous in the bullpen. Like who you got next round? Jesus Jackson.
Jesus.
And who do you fight if
Jesus
you beat
Jackson.
him?
Oh,
You gotta fight
man.
Aries Jackson. JJ.
JJ and AJ. Planning. I don't know if she's ready to have another one quite yet because I didn't realize how rough pregnancy was.
Ready to have another one? Have the first one first,
Yeah,
TJ. What do
fool.
you mean? How you gonna be
I
ready
was
to have
looking at
another one with the
Like, you
first
gotta
one still
kill.
inside of her? You can
Just have
only get
both
pregnant
of
with
them
one
now
child
and
at a
get it out
time,
the way.
DJ.
You know how we are with work at Team Whatever, and we put the work in now so we can chill and relax later. There's no reason to go through another 9 months of getting beat up by my girlfriend.
Biology?
Yeah, okay. That would be a reason.
Dang,
that is a good reason.
dang. He went from 1 to 2. Like shit.
He's trying to start a team. He's trying to start a team.
Yes, man. A team / little army / people take care of me when I get old, man. And I need a lot of them because if I just have one, man, he may be a jerk. I get old, he may put me in a home, man. I need at least 4. You got 4 kids and they put you in a home, you're the problem. You got 1 kid, can't roll the dice like that.
You're gonna need a daughter if you want somebody to take care of your ass, DJ. But then again, I don't know if you want that karma.
He definitely doesn't want that karma.
He's like, I'll take a home.
He's looking everywhere. Everywhere.
I'll stay in the home.
I'll take a home. Those homes actually do look kind of nice. The brochures are mad nice.
You'll be in paradise. You'll be inside all day, but you'll be able to have a nice view of the window and stuff.
Yeah, they paint beaches on the windows. I remember when I could go to the beach.
Oh shit, that's depressing. So Nico, let's talk some current events.
Yo, did you watch the fights this weekend, DJ?
Of course. Amazing.
Yeah, what'd you think? Which one was your favorite? Like they were all amazing.
Thug Rose. Thug Rose is my favorite. Thug Rose is my favorite. Thug Rose is my favorite fighter. Is that Tim's favorite too?
Yep, that's what I was saying. Look at y'all. We were just talking about that one.
Rose.
She is dope though. Like
#1 fan right here.
Yeah, she might. No, you're not. You're her #2 fan, just like your Derek Lewis is #2 fan.
Oh God.
But nah, Thug Rose is definitely my favorite fighter, like male or female. She is just she's a savage. She's a warrior. Everything about her is awesome. Like it just shows hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. She doesn't necessarily have all the natural talent, but she just works and she needs her coaches, Pat Barry and Trevor Whitman. Like Pat has to sit in the corner and just tell her, "You're the best. You're the best. You're the best." And she's, "I'm the best. I'm the best." And she just works. It just shows that you don't have to be like that super naturally talented, gifted. You don't have to have that natural bravado to be a champion. Like if you just listen to your coaches and your team and you just go with them and you let them push you up, you can make it. I love that when he was telling her, "You're the best. You're the best." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm the best." Yeah.
It's great with her too is that she lost the belt and fought her way back and just won it and made the shit look easy. Like it was a foregone conclusion. I knew she was gonna wreck homegirl Weili Zhang, but I didn't think she was gonna put her on the mixtape.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna win. Weili is really, really good, but I thought as well, Thug Rose is better at just about every part of fighting. And yeah, I did not think she was going to end it like that. Mm-mm. But also which takes to the bigger point of the fight card is Trevor Whitman is ridiculous. Because I didn't think Kamaru, I was talking about like, all right, Kamaru is going to win. But I kind of likened it to when Anderson Silva fought Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen has to do what Chael Sonnen does to Anderson Silva for 25 minutes. That's a long time to hold somebody down and control somebody that talented when you're starting on the feet every round. You know, there's so many chances to get knocked out and stuff like that. So I thought Kamaru could only win a decision, and he did not. He did not win a decision. He won by brutal knockout. It was amazing though. Yeah, but Trevor Whitman's a great coach. He may just put dynamite in their limbs, like actual dynamite. Just found a way.
He's teaching them like Master Roshi techniques or something in there.
100%.
Because he knocked the spirit out of Jorge Masvidal.
Yo, it was like the precision to that, the power. It was just beautiful.
The follow through was so good. Like his body knocked Jorge over. You know,
and people at first were talking about like, oh man, that's what happens when you lax in your defense. Like Jorge's hand was up. Kamaru pulls it down with that pawing hook. He pulls the hook down, pulls the hand down, and then lets the right go. And I was like, my God, that was good.
That was
knocked
just
the
savage
soul out of his
boxing.
body. Knocked the soul out of his body.
And then Valentina is she's too good. She's way too good. Like, she's too good for that weight class and too small for the other one. It's just an unfortunate situation. Like, she's too good.
She's a Street Fighter character.
Huh?
She's a Street Fighter character.
Yeah, she can do everything at a retardedly high level. Like, top level striking, really good wrestling, and top level jiu-jitsu. Like, that's not a normal thing. And those girls are just so far behind her. Like, she not, yeah. That girl stood no chance.
She really didn't. She got racked by them takedowns. And I really think about like how people train in Brazil and the amount of wrestling they do in Brazil. Like, I trained with Jessica for about a year and a half, and like even her team, like they move around. Like, she's always been with her coach, but they move from like Curitiba to Rio to a couple different places. So like her camps are always different. The people they work with are always a little bit different, but it's like I've never seen
the coach move around together.
Yeah, they weird. That's a whole Patreon episode in itself.
Okay.
But yeah, because like I moved from Rio to Curitiba to train with them because they lived out in the middle of goddamn nowhere. Like, but like he would match up a lot of fights. And like he had a lot of female MMA fighters, but it's like, you know, wrestling coaches, like how many high level wrestling coaches are there in Brazil? Like at Novo União, we used to work with two of them, one Brazilian and a Cuban guy. But like wrestling isn't really popular in Brazil. Like, so to be a really well-rounded fighter, you know, most Brazilians had left Brazil at this point.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think a lot of them are training out in California or Florida. I think those are the two places they pick mostly.
Yeah, they're not going to Iowa. They're not going to Iowa. They're not going nowhere cold. Yeah, who would?
Chicago.
Nah, man. Maybe DC. Maybe. It's like only been like 4.
We got some things up in DC. Shout out to Muhammad.
Yeah, they stay for a while.
Even though he hates the cold.
Oh, he hates it. Hey, but he has Tim boots though. We're talking about Muhammad.
I know, but who doesn't hate the whole cold is what I was gonna say.
There are people that like to wear shorts in the winter. So
y'all some damn northerners. Y'all some northerners.
Not me. I don't like
Macedoni. I talk about Macedoni. If I'm talking about Macedoni, y'all Macedoni's children. So yo,
I can't come home. Like, I'm used to Thailand. And Thailand right now it's like 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees every day because when it gets to like 70 degrees, I put a jacket on.
What?
So I don't know if I'll survive America again. Like, I come home for the winter, I may die. They freeze to death. Like,
don't come back.
I have to come back because my son has to meet his grandfather or his great grandfather, because my grandfather is my favorite person in my family. Sorry, parents, if you ever listen to this. No surprise on there, but my grandfather's my guy, man.
Your grandfather's dope. He
is funny as hell.
Yeah, Nico. Did he hit you? Did he hit you with the are you Luna? Like
No, never Luna. Never Luna.
Yeah.
I just remember he was talking about boxing. I remember he was telling us about boxing that one day I came over.
Man, he's the GOAT, man. I love that guy, man. He is. Yeah.
No cut cards.
Anytime a female's around, like he doesn't know that me and Nico are like just real friends. But man, he just would disparage my name almost as bad as Tim does. Almost as bad as Tim. But he just is really bad. He just that room down there clean. I was like,
it's not.
Come down here. I love that guy. He's my guy. But my son has to meet him. My son has to meet him. Yeah. And I don't know if he can fly, so I'll go home for that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Let's skip over these current events over here and ask you, what the hell happened to a year-long contract, DJ? You were supposed to be back like last August, like August 20. Well, you were supposed to be back a hot minute ago.
I never said I was going for a year. It was 3 months.
You did. You said you had a year-long contract. Those were your exact words.
They liked me, and I liked them. And like in any relationship, we were like, hey, you like me, I like you. Let's stay together. Like, let's not end this. I don't want this to end. This don't have to be just a year. We can do longer than a year.
Oh, you got excited.
I could just see
it was when I got pulled over by the cops. And there was a line of people getting drug tested and here you can't, if you get tested for weed, you have to pay money. Just mostly a fine, but if you don't pay the fine, you go to jail. So there's a line of people getting tested, and I'm driving, and I'm like, well, how much money do I need to pay myself out of this one? And then the cop's like, where are you going? It's like, sorry, I'm going to pick up my friend. I'm a coach at Fairtex. He's Fairtex? You train Fairtex? Okay, bye.
Oh. I
was like, me? Look, me go? I can go. He's like, yeah. Prim Fairtex, my friend. Prim, my friend, you go. Bye. I was like, oh. I'm like, oh man, that's happened a few times. Get pulled over, tell the cops I'm from Fairtex, and yeah. But not just that. It's even if it wasn't that, before I had the Fairtex treatment, it was just the bait. Like if you pay a fine, as long as you're not rude and you're willing to pay a fine if you do something wrong, you straight. But
how did you first get contacted by Fairtex for them to even offer you a deal?
My ex-teammate, but still good friend, online saying.
You can't speak like that because we all thought you were going to say my ex.
Yeah.
You got to put my ex-teammate all together. Because we were about to like, is he about to drop some
let me know. Well, I'm about to say, which shorty?
Online saying, he hit me up and was like, he asked me that, he told me Fairtex needed a coach. He told me about the opportunity. He told me about how good the fighters were there and about how like big of a gap was, how they needed, how much they needed jiu-jitsu and wrestling. And then he told me what the gig was, and I was like, I don't know. It was finally at the time where I was like, okay, I'll go. But before that year, I wouldn't have went. Like I was never going to leave PG. I was down to train and fight my whole life. And the only reason I agreed to go was because the contract was in October, so it was after ADCC. And I knew 100% that I was going to win ADCC. So I was like, I was going to win ADCC. And then I'm going to go to Thailand. But I didn't win ADCC, but I still came here, and I still think it was a really good decision. Like I enjoy coaching a lot.
So do they speak English down there? Like, how do you, like, because you're the head coach there, right?
Yeah. So the fighters some of the fighters don't speak any English. I'm trying to learn Thai. Thai is the hardest language that I've ever tried to learn. So it's going slow, but I'll get there eventually. But a lot of the fighters speak English, and then a lot of them are trying to learn English as well. So, and then like I trained with the guy on my shirt, Raw Tang. He was training with us for a month. He's one of the best Muay Thai fighters in the world. We would train together. I would teach him jiu-jitsu and he would teach me Muay Thai. And like we didn't really need to, like we would talk, but we understood each other. It was weird. Like it was just like when he would say stuff and do it at the same time, I understood it. And the same with jiu-jitsu. Like we just kind of understood each other. So that's why.
Can you tell the fans listening who may not know who Rod Tang is? Can you just tell us about him?
You don't know. If you don't know who Rod Tang is, YouTube Rod Tang Jit Mundo or Rod Tang and it'll come up.
Who can spell that? Rod Tang Jit Mungo. Like,
R-O-D.
yo.
Yeah,
Rod as in like Rodney, Tang as in Pootie Tang, correct? Rod
exactly.
Tang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rod Tang. And then watch the savagery. He's one of the best Muay Thai fighters in the world. And they fight in 4-ounce gloves. So it's dumb exciting. And he always goes to go to war. I remember one fight he hit one of the best fighters in the world. I forget the guy's name at the time. This British Muay Thai fighter that he fought Rod Tang before, and they had like a 5-round war, and Rod Tang ended up winning. Rod Tang hit him with one body shot up in Bangkok, and he spun like a top of a Beyblade. Like he pulled a string of a Beyblade, hit him with a body shot, and he spun like a top, and it was done. I was like, that is the most. I've never seen someone get hit that hard with a body shot. I didn't even know that was possible.
So is Rod Tang your new best friend? Are you guys gonna like make a movie together, like buddy
he lives
film?
If he didn't live in Bangkok, and which is only 2 hours away, but he lives, trains, and is sponsored by a gym in Bangkok, yeah, for sure, we'd be like black guy, Thai guy, rule the world.
Rush Hour 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim, I'm not good enough for Tim. Apparently, he's getting a little jealous. I can sense it. He's jealous.
No, Nico's
jealous.
Nah, when I found out that I'm not even top 15, I'm just top 20. Like that's just crazy. Like if this was college football, I wouldn't even be in a bowl game. Like the fuck, like top 20.
You're my best friend, but like it comes, you know how we are. You know how Tim knows how we are. Tim, yeah.
Yes.
Tim knows how we are.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You're in charge of the jiu-jitsu program, or let's just say grappling, because a lot of it is, no gi.
It's jiu-jitsu. So right now, because of COVID, we pulled back the classes. We used to have classes twice a day and jiu-jitsu classes twice a day, as well as MMA classes. But now with COVID, we only have classes in the afternoons. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, no gi. Tuesday, Thursday, gi.
Okay.
And I only put the MMA fighters on that just MMA grappling program. The rest of we have a lot of guys here just for jiu-jitsu.
Really?
Yeah, we have a good jiu-jitsu crew here.
Are they mostly tourists, or are there actual students and like locals that pay to train?
Students, guys, local guys who stay here, like have jobs, student visas. There's different ways, lots of different ways to get visas in Thailand. So yeah, a bunch of guys here staying around. But without the tourists, it definitely lowers the number. But we have a pretty good crew especially for not having tourists able to come in right now. And actually, tourists are able to come in right now. It's just you got to go through 7 days quarantine if you're vaccinated, and 2 weeks is uncalled for, and it's the worst. It's hard, sucks. And I thought it would be easy, but I went to Singapore for Stamp's last fight. Mm-hmm. Not Stamp's fight, I'm sorry, Mark Abelardo and Y2K, 2 of my male fighters. I went to Singapore for their fights. Mm-hmm. And when we came back, the quarantine was for a few days, it was the hardest, easy thing I've ever done in my life.
Wait, for 7 or 14?
I had to quarantine for 14 days. But the first 7 weren't that bad. But then from 8 to like 12 or 11, it was really, really bad.
And you have to do it even if you're vaccinated?
It's 7 if you're vaccinated now.
That's crazy.
They don't mess around down there.
What's the point of even getting the vaccine if I gotta be away from the crew for 7 days, a whole week?
I don't know.
Man,
yeah, well, while we were in our houses, Tim, DJ was FaceTiming me from the beach like an asshole.
Oh yeah, he was at the beach while we were all in lockdown, especially in Maryland. Like this shit is like the USSR. We couldn't do nothing.
Oh yeah, that's why I was so happy when I came out here. I was like, I got in just under the radar, just before they stopped the flights out.
He just slid in.
Yes.
There's a great drive when I drive my bike to basically anywhere I go. I drive down North Pattaya Road or South Pattaya Road, and then I go across the circle and then down the street, and then down that street you see the beach and the islands are in the background. And I love driving down that road. It's just like no matter, man, I can get robbed at gunpoint and then drive down that beach and like, you know what? It's not that bad. Like it is not that bad. This is a beautiful place to be.
Man, that's how I felt about being in Rio.
Yeah.
It's like it's one thing to cry, but it's another thing to just go cry on Ipanema Beach and watch the sunset.
Would you rather cry at the beach or cry in the cold ass winters over here? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Crying at the beach, definitely. Hopping on a jet ski, and then try to cry on a jet ski. It's hard. Like, it's so hard.
wipe your tears with $100 bills. Like,
yeah.
Listen, do you have hundreds of dollar bills to wipe your tears with?
I don't. DJ
the bot is the dollar is really strong compared to a bot, so it's okay, but not yet. When I get this new instructional that I'm coming out with, I'll start having $100 bills to wipe my tears with. But once this instructional comes out, there will be no more tears.
Yeah, so I feel like that's like the real reason why you finally decided to come on the podcast, because your excuse was that you didn't have a camera or this and that. And then you were like, I'm doing instructionals. And then you're like, damn, can't use that as an excuse anymore, and had to hop on before we killed you.
Yeah. You know, why do you know me so well?
Tell us about the instructions, DJ. What kind of instructions you doing? Yeah. Oh, he was like, oh, damn, I need.
So I'm doing an instructional and a coaching program. I'm going to do a personalized coaching program for about 15 to 20 people, maybe 10 to 15. I'm still working on the numbers, but a personalized coaching program, but then also a guard passing instructional, submissions from top instructional, how to beat up Tim Spriggs instructional, which I know the Marcelo Garcia boy is going to be all over. It's going to be the most bought thing up in New York.
Yo, yeah. Tim, we got to trademark your name. It's cool. It don't matter if it's bought. We're going to get paid off of it.
Yeah.
I'm easily bought, as you all know.
Easily bought. The cheapest OnlyFans account in the world. It's like, are you afraid of the train wreck, Mateus? I mean, anyone? Does a train wreck hurt you? Come look at my instructional, and I'll show you how I can stop the train wreck only to be thrown by a different throw, and then subsequently beat the shit out of the exact same way he does everybody else. But the train wreck, though, I stopped that.
Yo, just grab the time marker, Tim. I'll edit this part out. But DJ, I'm gonna hit you up for his birthday. We will do a roast, and I'm gonna do that in HD.
Oh God. Word, you should come here in October for your birthday, because you have an October birthday.
Our birthdays, yes.
Mine, the 10th.
Yeah, October 10th.
Yes.
That may be about some. No, my kid will just be born, so I have to wait.
He's an October baby too.
September, he's due September.
Tell her hold off until October. Be like, yo, shorty, hold on.
Yeah, that would be perfect because then he could be born in America. But no,
it's time to go.
Yeah,
but tell us about
He's gonna pop out when he pops out. But then I will love the roast, Tim. Yeah, we need Muhammad. Muhammad also loves the roast Tim. Brandon loves the roast Tim. Master Donnie loves the roast Tim, but he's too nice to roast Tim to his face. He doesn't like roasting Tim. he's way too nice.
Macedoni would like submit like a text or a text possibly, maybe a photo with the camera.
Macedoni's would probably be the one to hurt my.
Macedoni may do it. Like the whole point is for you to let it all out. But then he would spend the whole time roasting me, and it'll be the worst thing that ever happened in my life, but also the funniest thing that anyone's ever heard.
Because Macedoni does whatever he wants.
I feel like Macedoni's jokes would hurt the worst because he's smart.
They do.
He would take time. He would take really good time, and it'd be like, damn.
Speaking from experience, they do. They do, Tim. They hurt the worst.
Words hurt, Nico. Words hurt worse than the train wreck. I hope you know. No.
No. You knocked somebody unconscious, fool.
A couple people. It's okay.
Yeah. Remember, we were in Europe during more train wreck clubs. You should start that train wreck seminar again soon. We're in Europe doing Europeans, and then a bunch of Brazilians walked by with what was his Marcio Andre is the guy he knocked out with the throw. But then Finfo looks up at us because Finfo is a brother from New York. He's not Brazilian. I don't care what he says. He's a brother from New York.
He's from Queens.
The way he dresses, the hat, the shoes, yeah, he's from New York. But he's walking and he looks at Tim and he's like, they're laughing like, ha, ha, ha. And he does a shake motion like, boop.
You knocked Marcio Andre out?
Hey, listen, it was the finals of the Open.
Well, now we know why he never hit us back up.
No, I didn't. I mean, I talk nice about Marcio Andre because he
definitely
has the balls to be a little guy to do the Open, and even at the color belts, he went in, and it's crazy because he actually stood with me.
No, you can listen to your breakdown of EOG. You and Macedoni broke him down for like 15 minutes. You're like, well, he good at this and he good at that. Marcio Andre.
But
like I had to do all the timestamps, and Marcio Andre just got the most the most in-depth breakdown.
Yeah, he's too much of a savage, man. His savagery got him fucked up with you. Got him choked out savagely by Caixinho at Worlds that year, where he was beating the brakes off Caixinho and then just kept attacking because he only knows how to attack. He's attacking, and then he's asleep.
Yo, favela style, man.
Favela style. What favela is he from?
Bangu, which is like out west, so it's flat and far. Like I tried to get out there like to see his coach Fabio Andrade, and Fabio like didn't tell me that like you have to take a train, not a metro, not a bus, but it's like a train, like. And I was gonna go out to like 8:00, and I was like, yo, I can't do that. I can't get out there. I can't get back. But like, yeah, so it's like the wild west out there.
I'm still mad. The first year I did Copa Podio, I was in a hotel talking to Rodolfo on my text message. Me and Rodolfo were messaging because we're friends. We're really good friends, everybody. I'm messaging Rodolfo. He's telling me that him and Vitor, what's his last name? Not Oliveira.
Silverio?
Santos. Yeah, Silverio. And he's telling me like, yeah, man, come to the favela. I'll meet you down at the bottom of the hill, and then we'll go to the gym. And I was like, all right, cool. So I show the guy, the hotel manager, the address, like, how do I get here? And he just looked at me, he's like, you don't go there. I'm like, no, I want to go here and train. You don't go there. I was like, no, my friend is going to meet me at the bottom, and I'm going to go with him in and then leave with him out. You don't go there. He would not give me that. He wouldn't give it to me. He was like, you don't go there. Have you ever been there, Nico?
What? To what? Do you know what favela it was? Oh, GF team, the headquarters?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayor. Mayor isn't necessarily like a favela. It's more like of a because it's just like out of like the city proper. Like it's not downtown. Again, you need to take the train there, but it's not that bad. No, actually, I've only been there twice in my life. That's why people live at the HQ. So I went there once, and like it's right by the train. So when you do get off the train, if you can know where you're going, it's a very short walk, so it's relatively safe. And I just went there and back because the thing is, it's not like Copacabana is like walking around in the city. So it's like you have all these people, the cops, a lot of tourists. Mayor is like walking around like Chapa City. Like, so you're kind of like there's nobody around. Like it's
You can't
actual
say
streets.
safe and then say that.
I didn't say it was like safer. It's not okay. It's not like the favela. So it's kind of like more of a deserted. So it's like you could walk down a dark street. Like that's not happening in Copacabana. It's more populated. So it's a little bit different. It's not like a gang territory. Like, I don't know. There's probably gangs around there, but it's a little bit different from a favela. I see why they would say it's unsafe.
I would die immediately if I walked in. Like it was one of the favelas where everyone has machine guns. And I don't know no difference, but I do know to stay out of bad neighborhoods. I've been doing that in America. I don't go to some neighborhoods in Baltimore. I don't go to some neighborhoods in Chicago. Well, I did go to some bad neighborhoods in Chicago, and I went to the hood that I went to in Chicago, like where Polo G was from. I went to like a barbecue that Polo G had because I was with Evan, a bodyguard that knows his father. And I was significantly more uncomfortable in Chicago than I was in Teddy's favela.
Oh, yeah.
I was inside Teddy's favela, up and down. You know, it's not, you don't feel super safe. But in that projects that Polo G is from, it's not a safe place. If anyone would have gotten into a fight with me, I would have let them beat me up.
You were just like, you got it.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not getting shot.
Well, now that you're the coach, and I guess you're going to be there forever now, are there any up-and-coming fighters we should look out for?
Any up-and-coming fighters? So we have Mark Abelardo, who's one of the best we have right now. Y2K is one of the best strikers. Like, James Vick likes to, his striking is good, man. When he spars Y2K, and James Vick is 6'4", Y2K is 5'6", 5'7". Y2K beats the brakes off of James Vick. He can't hit him. Y2K hits James with whatever he wants to hit him with. His striking is so elite, but he's so much of a thug that he was in one of his early fights before I was here. So originally, Fairtex had a really big, strong dude as a coach that they did. I guess they didn't. I don't know. He was weirder than they thought he'd be. But he got fired because he told some of the guys, like, put your arms behind your back. And then was smacking them like that McDojo shit that make their chin stronger. Then he got fired for that. But then Y2K had a fight. So they had a guy who's a blue belt that would go with Y2K to this fight to corner him. And then during the warm-up, Y2K knocks him out with a knee. So the guy has a concussion throughout the entire fight. So he's just sitting there, not talking. He has a concussion. Y2K gets heel hooked. Leg locks don't work, so no one taps to them. But also his ACL got torn.
They don't work or no one taps? Those are two different things.
Yeah. But he finished the fight hopping on one leg to a draw. And once we can get his knee back to 100%, he is definitely one of the best in the weight class. Mark Abelardo just had a super highlight finish with an elbow. Stamp Fairtex is the one right now. She's coming up on this Grand Prix. She's going to do work. She used to have the Muay Thai and kickboxing belts, but training so much MMA, it's kind of hard to do all three. But now that she's focusing on MMA, I'm really excited for her in this tournament. And then up and coming though, Rambo and Abidet. Abidet's this 18-year-old giggly, playful girl who was kind of annoying at first. I was kind of like, oh my God, this girl's talking in class again. Whatever. She's only 18, let her. But then I saw her fight in Muay Hardcore, which is professional Muay Thai with the little gloves, and she beat the brakes off of this like really highly ranked girl. And I was like, you can't lie to me and pretend you're a giggly little girl anymore. I know you're a savage. Now you have to shut up during training and focus. but she is definitely going to be really good in Rambo as well. Rambo is a superhero. He's Mike Easton, but shorter, even if you can believe that.
I can't.
Yeah. He's like 2 inches short. He's 2 inches shorter than Mike Easton, but he has more power. He has more power than Mike Easton. He is strong, man. He is one of the strongest, and he's crazy. He went home for a month after his quarantine to see his family and spend time with his family. Mm-hmm. Didn't train, came back, still has a full 8-pack. Like,
oh wow,
man. So how long were you off training or actually closed down because of COVID?
2 weeks ish, because that's how long the lockdowns are. But I go around places and train. I don't like to not train.
You said 2 weeks
ish, because that's what that's what you have to say. But I don't. We every day Pojada. If they don't know you training and you don't take no pictures, are you training? Is there even training going on? You just getting better,
If you don't post to Instagram, the games don't happen. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then once you can train and you can post pictures again, then the gains are multiplied because of all the training that you did.
Like being a hyperbaric time chamber, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, wow, you're really good for someone who hasn't been training in 2 weeks. I know. Thank you. In the mind. It's in the mind.
It's all in the mind,
All in the mind.
That was saying that. Holloway was saying that. No contact sparring.
Holloway don't spar?
I think it was him that did like his last 2 fights, because the rest of the world in America, we were actually in lockdown for like months, year. For an DJ looking at he rolling his eyes. Yeah. Like me and Tim wasn't lockdown scared. Okay, fine. Yeah. So one of them was saying like,
I forget. Yeah. I made like jokes, but I was on the back of my friend's motorbike. His name's Chaco. He's Moroccan. He's a super high level Muay Thai fighter here, and he drives worse than anyone that I've ever driven with in the world. And I kind of realized, if I'm not afraid of his driving, why am I afraid of some phantom thing? Like, yeah, it can kill me maybe, but nah.
DJ, you got 9 lives, bro. I don't think that's gonna take you out.
You know it. That's not the one. I'm knock on wood. But yeah,
you can't be doing all this crazy.
He's out of his fight because of COVID.
He got COVID?
Yeah. No, he got the vaccine and had bad effects from the vaccine, and now he can't fight young Rutulo, the Rutulo lion.
You know what I call that? You see what I'm wearing? Cap. That's cap. That's cap. Yeah, what? He'll with that.
Like Craig's my homie. Craig knows he's my homie. But also, man, them Rutulo kids don't stop.
They don't, because they're kids. They have that metabolism.
They can get hit by a car on Tuesday, be ready to fight Thursday night. That's
they're not jaded by life.
Yeah. But Craig's too damn big. I did not like that fight even being made. I almost messaged stuff and was like, what are you doing? These kids have promising careers. I don't know if they're smart enough to tap to a heel hook as soon as Craig gets it.
Bruh, listen. They better get them while they can, because once them Bamas grow, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's definitely my philosophy.
Exactly. I was like, let them, don't fight him yet. Let them get a little more stronger.
No.
And then, once he's fully grown, it's a wrap. Damn. But he's getting there, man. Them dudes get strong. Like, man, they grow like, it was ridiculous, man. I love seeing their progression, man. Used to seeing them at tournaments when they were kids, running around, playing with all the other kids, and now they've been bigger than me. But they still show me respect like I'm an instructor. So I'm like, hey, Mr. DJ. I'm like, bro, you're in my weight class. Chill.
Don't Mr. DJ me like you're not plotting against me. The fuck?
Yeah. I see.
Shit, man.
Oh,
So go ahead, Nico.
I'm just laughing. I was gonna ask him if he missed anything from home, but I don't think he really does.
Do you even miss
My
it? Are you?
grandfather.
Oh yeah.
What? Your grandfather? That's it.
Yeah, I have like weird. Like it's really weird how I miss the butt kickings that Tim and Muhammad used to give me too, and rolling with like Garrett and just training at the gym. You know, like the other day I was just like, man, I really miss Muhammad's knee on my belly.
Yo, that is funny because both of you always complain about Muhammad.
Like I really miss Muhammad just beating the crap out of me and like me complaining about like, hey, you know, you don't have to do that. You're supposed to shut up, DJ. And like I'm just like I really miss Muhammad. Tim Beatons, on the other hand, I'm waiting for him to come out here. Yeah, it ain't gonna be like that, Mr. Retiree.
I'm retired. What you talking about? Your best shot is to get Aries to come beat up my kid if I ever have any. That's your best shot. That's your best revenge.
First of all, my son will dog your kid out or something.
What? You better stop playing before I find me a Serena Williams or something. Your kid's in trouble.
You better.
Yeah. Tim's out here trying to reproduce just to like prove DJ wrong. Fantastic. Yes. Fantastic, gentlemen.
I'm driven by spite.
Glad to work with the both of you. So proud.
The only reason I had a kid for real is because I used to always talk crap. I really didn't like the jokes, but me, James Vick, and I used to tell him that because I'm Black, my Black genetics would make my son so strong that there's no way that James Vick's white genetics would make his son stronger than my son. You know, like his son would be real technical and smart. he got his son got a couple years on my son though, but yeah, I know they're gonna put it down.
How did you meet your shorty? Like you didn't even introduce us or nothing. Like
how are we supposed to introduce you? How am I supposed to introduce you to her? I keep her to myself. I don't want you trying to slide in my girl's DM.
Oh my god, DJ.
Timothy,
what about me?
DJ, if I know you like her,
you don't answer the phone when I answer the phone every 1 out of 10 times I call you.
Because I ain't answer the phone when y'all hit me up 2 days ago. I never answer the phone.
No, Nico.
That's a very important time to answer the phone if we're planning our 100th episode, Nico. It's not how many times you don't answer, it's when you answer.
Yo, I'm changing the name of this episode to The Lies Niggas Tell. Like DJ said he would be back in a year.
Episode 100, DJ Jackson.
Because
these niggas
I
lying.
want to see my grandfather.
Yo, are you gonna even let us see your son? Are you gonna even let us see your son?
I'm not bringing no. I'm just letting him. He's just gonna see my grandfather, and then we'll have him right back on the plane. Come back out here.
Like, damn. See how petty he is.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I was really not afraid or nervous, but I didn't know how I would feel because I spent my whole life, especially career, avoiding having kids because it's the death of a career. If you have a baby with the wrong girl too early, you don't have the financial situation to like support a child, it'll kill your career instantly. And so I was always like really hesitant on having one. And then the second I found out she was pregnant, I just was so happy and motivated. It was cool and interesting. I didn't know I would feel like that. Like if you'd asked me before and you told me, I was like, man, I was probably scared as a mug is how I thought I would feel. But there was no fear. It's just a lot of like motivation and happiness.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
beautiful.
Also, she's beautiful, so she can't leave me no more. So that's the yeah.
Does she speak English fluently, or do you guys get along because she can only understand half the words that are coming out of your mouth?
I don't want to DJ. Why you treat me like animal?
So fluently, she won't teach me Thai. That's how fluently she speaks English. She won't even teach me how she speaks English so fluently. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Nico, though. Like, yeah, that would be, I think, better. I wouldn't get beat up as much as I get beat up. But no, she understands everything I says and she gets yeah, I say a lot of stupid shit. So I start problems.
Yeah.
It would be better if it's like what'd you say? Nothing.
DJ, is she hurting you? Blink twice if you're in danger. Oh, or listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really happy for you, DJ, man. I'm really happy.
Thank you, man.
I mean, I think you going to Thailand is like the best thing possible. I mean, we miss you on the show, of course. Like,
especially, we can do this we got this time frame. We can do this every week now.
Oh, so we can, okay.
I really do think it was a good move because COVID happened. And I couldn't fight and do any super fights or fight, and I couldn't do any of that other stuff anyway. And so once restrictions lift, then we'll see how everything goes.
That's what's up.
It's our anniversary. Oh, go ahead, Nico.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, now he like, oh, we could do this every week. We could do this every week. Like, if you follow like us on Instagram or something, you could see I was posting a message with Tim because we have been trying to get him on this damn podcast for a while now. I was like, you gotta do the impossible. Schedule him.
Let me tell the world, y'all would message each other talking about getting me on a podcast and never message me. It'd be both of y'all just talking to each other and talking shit about
the lies that men tell. The
lies DJ be telling. DJ.
Anyway, he's on one of the issues sliding back on segue.
But when Tim tried to get me on a podcast before, he was like, yo, man, hey, you doing this thing professional. It's like full Joe Rogan experience. If you don't have no microphone, I don't want you on my podcast.
I didn't say that.
Like, go buy you a new microphone, a new camera, a backlight, a background. Man,
I must do this again today. That's cap.
He was full shit. He went full Suge Knight on me. I was like, I don't have a microphone, Tim. He's
Perry
like,
Athletic, BJJ GOONS, son.
The special, this Perry Athletics cap.
Yo, he's capping so hard. I forgot what the hell we were saying. Anyway, we finally got him on. He's like, oh, we could do this all the time. Like, what you don't know. The issue is he is in Thailand. So, like, for me and Tim, it's 12 o'clock at night. For DJ, it may be in the morning. But
11.
You were
11 a.m. Yeah,
but
that's why I was asking if you guys can do a different time. I'm adjustable too. We can figure something out.
It's not that bad. The time ain't that bad because I have 2 days off in the morning.
So you complaining about the time? And
no, I'm trying to go into the segue of like y'all always used to film late as shit at night. Like, cause I remember like chilling with you. I think it would be after training, leaving training at like 10:30, 11, and you go up to Baltimore. You don't live in the Baltimore area to go film.
One time we filmed at like 3 a.m. Tim, we went to Tony's house, smoked, forgot what we was doing, talked, and they were like, "Oh, we're here to film, aren't we?" Yeah, let's get started. Like 2:30. Beating down BWI Parkway at 100 miles per hour down the Parkway.
Yo, that was nuts. That was bonkers because you'd be like, nah, man, I'm good. I don't need to sleep on your couch. I'd be like, dude, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing?
I'm always good, G.
You always good.
I was probably going to the casino. Poker.
Oh, yes.
Poker, baby.
Yes. There's a casino.
At 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, there's a casino by my house, Nico.
Not by, well, I go to one by his house sometimes, but I don't like the one by his house because the one by his house is full of old people who play really tight. The one in DC is full of tourists who just throw money on tables. Tourists and gangsters with money who think they're good at poker, who aren't. And I'm not good at poker at all. But yeah.
Good to
know. I want to play with the old people who are actually good at poker, who play tight and know what they're doing. You know, I got to play with the other idiots down in DC.
Yo, official goon tips, you know, can't get any better than that. What?
I'll recall, may I segue, the whole podcast started with this microphone right here.
That's what I was going to ask. How did it start?
Man.
Oh, well, it was me and Tim just talking one day, and we're like, yo, we was like, man, it was it was way after Choke Boys, but we wanted to do something kind of like Choke Boys because we really liked how Choke Boys had that whole kind of movement for a while, and like it was like we really liked that joint. But we're like, man, we could do a podcast too. It's like, man, because we're always talking shit, and somebody was saying, man, y'all should do a podcast. Like, we could do that. He's like, what would you call it? BJJ Goons. And then, yeah,
Who came up with the name? Was it you or me?
I think it was me, but it could have been you. You know, it was a while ago. You know, and I like take credit for everything. So
we'll just say I take credit. Came up with the name.
But then, how'd you associate it with the Goonies?
I never originally associated with the Goonies. That was definitely Tim.
No, it was. I think it was. Wasn't me. It was. Nah, it definitely wasn't me. It had to been Tony. It had to been Tony. Tony's the one that came up with the logo idea. And because you're like, man, we need a fucking logo. Like, it was, our shit was very ghetto. Our shit was ghetto, but like from the get-go, we had people that were loyal fans. Because it was just me and DJ in my basement before I had a studio, before I had mats, before any of that shit. We was sitting like literally in front of my TV. It was this microphone, and it was like one of those fold-out tables, like a tray, like a TV dinner tray. And we were sitting on these big-ass couches, and we were just talking to the microphone like,
and remember in the first episode, people couldn't hear nothing. They were like, man, this is a great episode, but I had to turn the volume up past the limit.
Yeah. We were still working on that. We working on it all.
No, Nico, it was way worse.
Oh, I can only imagine. Back in the day, because like how long ago was that? 2018, 17?
2018.
18.
It was 2018, yes.
4 years.
We started, we were supposed to, like, because Joe Rogan's podcast looked ghetto and jank as a mug when it first started. That was the plan, to go from where we were to Rogan. But then I came to Thailand. So we can still do that. We can still go from ghetto to Rogan, but it's got to be a little bit different way.
Yeah, we gonna thug it out.
Oh yeah.
It's just crazy, man.
We about to get them upgrades.
Oh, for sure.
I hate doing the BJJ Goons podcast though and not talking about any jiu-jitsu. Like we started as a jiu-jitsu podcast. Oh no, never mind. I lied. We talked about Craig Jones getting the vaccine, not being able to fight the Rotullo brother. Who do you actually think was going to win that fight, Tim, if they would have fought?
You know, I would think Craig Jones would have edged it out, but I don't think he would have wanted a rematch. Like, the thing is now, he'll beat them now, but they're so young and they're so dedicated to training and they're so smart. Like, they are black belts without having black belts, both Rotullo twins.
Yeah, they're black belt level for sure.
And the people that they train with, you give them 6 months, they're going to break down the footage and they're going to come up with a game plan and it's over.
Maybe, but Craig is big as a mug, Slim. That's the one.
You can't just go off sides.
But they're growing. Like, DJ, they're growing. Like every day
they're young, they're growing.
They're growing. And they train out.
I know they're strong. Or they train with the guy who got slapped.
Oh God!
That's the gym that's supposed to push them. Like I'm with them. I love them dudes. Them dudes is warriors. But yeah, Craig's really good. Craig's like he's what is it, the Robin to Gordon Ryan's Batman.
Damn.
Yo, when I tell you that slap was the worst thing to happen to Favela Jiu-Jitsu stock, like that's what I mean, Tim. That's what I mean.
Yo,
why did it have to do with Favela Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah, because Cavallo is a student of Teddy, and he got slapped.
Is he from the favela?
Are you kidding me? I had to go on and delete I had to delete Teddy's comments off of shit. Yes, that was like the slap.
That happened to somebody from the favela.
Yeah, Galvao is one of Galvao and Carballo like were training today, like around the same time.
I know that, but I didn't know that he was. I thought he came from some rich neighborhood, and I only think that because of the reaction to the slap. Because
I mean, I don't know where
Gordon
he came
slapped,
from, but like, you know, he's like one of the original students, like, you know, so, you know, you still got to claim him no matter where he came from, you know, and he
so
went
what
to Sao
happens
Paulo.
when he goes back to Brazil? Do they look at him funny because of that?
They're gonna boo him. As soon as he gets off the plane, they were like, boo this man. Boo.
I mean, I don't think so. Like he made his little Instagram live thing. He did it in English and in Portuguese. Clearly, it was a little bit more eloquent in Portuguese. And I think, you know,
the apology for hurting Gordon's hand with his face.
Yeah, just kind of explaining and then, like, you know, referring back to it was God and this and that. But like Brazilians kind of like, I don't know, Brazilians support their people. Like Americans don't get that. Like
okay, I know I get, that's why I was asking. I get it, but I didn't know if it would be like, you know, like if Tim came back, if that happened to Tim,
that would never
and
happen.
Tim came back to TLI when we were all still back. Me, Muhammad, we would beat the shit out of Tim. Making us look bad. Because now everybody gonna think they can just slap us and nothing's gonna happen. It'd be open season. We would beat up Tim again.
And let that go to show how amazing Teddy is. Like, cause Teddy from like the middle of fucking nowhere, Sao Paulo, Brazil, not only like makes a post, like, and his post said something about like, you are one of my students and it doesn't matter how far you go, like when something hits you, it like splashes onto me. It was very deep. It was very beautiful. But then he also made comments on somewhere else that was like, I'm gonna fuck you up if you ever come to Brazil. Those had to go.
Gordon or
no, Teddy made those comments about that slap.
To Gordon or Galvao?
I think he made them on a post Gordon had made. I don't know. It got sent to me. It got sent to me like it got sent to me from Virginia Beach. They're like, yo, you seen this?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like the you come here, I get you touched the kind of guy. Like I've hung around. Yeah. I've hung around him a lot, but he does seem like the crazy make a decision out of nowhere dude. But like once time passes, he don't seem like the type to hold on to that. And Gordon comes to Brazil for a super fight later, and then now he's trying to. Because went to the favela. I was in the favela with Ted today. I love Ted today. Super nice guy.
But you never slap nobody he's cool with, DJ. That's what killers do. They make you think it's over. They be like, oh no, it's cool now, it's cool. And then when you sleep, when you think it's okay, that's when they get you. Think about it. Gotta keep that third eye open, brother.
Yeah, always. You know, like Rio today and Sao Paulo today are two totally different people. You know, you gotta take that into consideration.
Different people. Oh, that was the best when Galvao jumped the barricade at Worlds that year, and he got DQ'd. He got DQ'd from Worlds, and he came back. The argument was the competitor Galvao and Coach Galvao are two different people. You shouldn't suspend the competitor Galvao for what Coach Galvao did. Yes, Coach Galvao was wrong, but as coach, my emotions were I was like, that is yeah, that's really. I thought it was going to work. Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't work. I thought they was going to buy that shit and let him go. Because he's Galvao. I thought they was going to be like, yeah, you know, he's right. He didn't do it in the competition, so
yeah,
they're like, nah, player.
Nah, you got to go.
See you next year.
You got to go. He should be a lawyer or something. The way he talked his way out of that one.
No, he should not be a lawyer.
No. Well, it was a good argument.
It wasn't.
I'm gonna just do like you should join. You should do a Suge Knight pitch for people to come to Team Lord Urban. Like, if you don't want your coach getting slapped in the face on TV, join Team Lord Urban.
If you don't want your coach getting slapped in the face on TV, go to absolutely any other gym in America. But that's amazing that happened. The only thing I feel like I can say is enough of the podcast doesn't have super reach yet. You know what I mean? If we was in the tens of thousands of people watching, I probably wouldn't say that because I don't want to have
What they gonna do? What they gonna do, DJ? This is BJJ Goons. Goons.
Cancel his ass.
Can't. Shit,
No,
man,
they can't. He's in Thailand. Shit.
Yeah, fuck out of here. When you can try. Also, like, no, that's not it though, because it's not what are they gonna do. So Tim called Eddie Bravo racist, and then I was forced to listen to Eddie complain and whine for 50 minutes before I had to fight the competition. And I was like, I don't know why people think me and Tim are the same person. I was like, you don't even look alike, son. Like, he's like 6'1" and skinny. I'm 5'5" and stocky and chubby most of the time. I was like, we're not the same. Sometimes I'm not chubby, you know. I gotta give myself those sometimes, you know. But I was like, we're not the same person. Why are you telling me you're not racist? I don't care. Like, he was like, but my best friend was black. And I was like, oh.
Did he show you pictures? Did he pull out his wallet and show you the pictures?
Yo,
he put out his phone and showed me a picture of his best friend. Yeah. I knew Eddie Bravo wasn't racist because he's Mexican.
Time out.
Yo, Manny Ray Gonzalez though.
Time out. Time out. I didn't even say he was racist like that. I just said his video of him in blackface was very offensive and the video was very racist. I didn't even go in on him like that. I just put a picture of it on my Instagram and I was considered a bad guy. I was like, it wasn't even about a personal attack. I was like, yo, listen to the next episode of BJJ Goons. We play the video. Tell us what you think. And they're like, you clout chaser. How dare you? He's not racist. And in my DMs, he hit me up.
How dare you post exactly what he did?
And I'm like, yo, you use that to get a job on the Man Show. Like you thought it was a comedy skit that got you a paying gig, and you're mad at me.
But I didn't think he was racist until he said, my best friend is black. I was like,
that's horrible. That's the thing with Cyborg. It's like, and you were with a black person. He's like, oh, I didn't mean any harm by this. He was just explaining. I was just with my friend, and he was explaining to me like the complications of the situation. And I was like, but not enough to say that like you shouldn't post a picture of the two of you together on your Instagram. Like how you have that token black friend picture?
Hey, listen.
What was the other Brazilian in Dallas, Texas? He owns that gym. Is it Alex Martins? I forget his name. But there's a Brazilian that got in trouble for like he was on Facebook Live and two people were fighting. He's like, look at these niggas fighting. I guess he didn't realize he was on Facebook Live. And the next day he was in pictures with every black dude he could find. I'm like, see him? You see him?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna start letting people do that with me, but I'm gonna charge their ass. Like, I'm gonna just be a nigga for hire.
Yeah.
I'll be your black friend for such and such and such and such per hour. You get
that actually may be a good gig because how much does that Candace Owens get paid for what she does?
But she's not a nigga for hire though. She's not a nigga for hire like that.
You think she's just really like that? She gotta be.
Yes.
Some people are touched.
You see her eyes are so far apart. You know something wrong with her. I don't know if she's looking at me or the person next to me, yo.
Maybe we can do it as a group, Goons for Hire. You know what I mean? So next, when Donald Trump runs for re-election in 2024, they'll have 2 black people in the audience instead of 0. And then you know how the camera will pan around and look at the same black person like it's 14 different people. You know, we're so diverse. The audience is so diverse in here.
We have all shades of black too. You, me, Nico. We just in different parts of the audience.
Nico not going.
She not gonna go.
Can I go? Why I gotta be excluded?
Yeah, I know you was down with it be a neighbor for hire.
I mean,
when he gets reelected, we just shake hands with him like.
Maybe I'll just like manage y'all. I'll be y'all pimp so that like I can just be behind the scenes.
No such things. There's no such thing as a female pimp, Nico. Okay, there's no such.
Have you never seen this movie? Yes, on Netflix. It's called Pimp.
I'm talking about real life. There's no such thing.
that burns. I'm gonna find one, and I'm gonna prove you wrong, Tim. And I know exactly where. Apparently, Detroit.
When we get,
First of
when
all,
we,
Nico,
when we're able
you
to
don't have
go,
to prove you don't have to prove Tim wrong because a female pimp is all of Tim's exes. They used to pimp his ass out. So first of all, that's
this
why
is
he's
getting
so hurt.
timestamp. This is getting edited out. We're not talking about my exes
he's
on this
hurt
show,
and
DJ.
disheveled right now. That's why he's lashing out and attacking you, Nico. Don't mind that man. He's like he's ran up on a few female pimps. That's why that came out with so much anger and pain.
Stop.
But it's not towards you though, Nico. It's
the
towards
roast is supposed to be in
she
October.
who shall not be named.
The roast.
Oh, we got more, baby. We got more.
The roast is in October.
Yeah,
the roast is October.
Yeah, I can keep up with the Tim disparaging all day long. It's like my favorite pastime.
But neither of you, I know more about your horrible dating record than his. Like maybe not, you know. Yeah.
Mine or Tim?
Yeah, yours.
We're gonna just flip this over to Patreon.
I can tell you about it. I can call you when we're done with the podcast. I can tell you all about it.
Or you could just like stay.
It's awesome. It's hilarious.
Talk about this.
It's not that many. I only know about a few relationships because Tim does do a good job of keeping that man private. He's very private. But the one that I know about, good.
What time is it? Oh no, okay. We need to end this episode. You got anything else you want to ask him, and then we're gonna cut this. We're gonna start it rolling again.
Why did you decide to stab me in the back on my own podcast, DJ?
Your own podcast? That's exactly why I try to stab you in the back, because you don't understand that this is our own podcast. We started this.
Well, since the only reason why you came on here was to plug some shit, why don't you plug away? Go ahead.
Instructional coming out soon. Coach DJ Jackson. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my posts. I'm going to be coming out with my coaching program soon. Just 10 to 15 dedicated people who want to get better at jiu-jitsu. Not going to open it up to everybody, but definitely the instructional is going to be out soon. I'm not going BJJ Fanatics route. Are you coming out with an instructional soon as well, Tim? No?
No, I would like to. I just have to do.
You should. And
how are you not gonna come?
Maybe we'll do both our instructionals on the same kind of platform and have Black Fanatics. You know.
I don't know if that's a very marketable name, but we can work on it.
We'll call that Favela Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you very much. We'll call that platform Favela Jiu-Jitsu.
My brother, Black Fanatics.
Yeah, but I know another guy. I'll tell you about him, and he was talking about, but I don't know how we're gonna do the editing. Well, he can do all that stuff, everything. So I'll put you in contact with him, and we can see if we can make it work.
This is only the end of one episode, DJ. We're not done with you. You're plugging it for the audience. DJ.
Go ahead.
Man.
Because the last time the guests left, the last time we tried to do this, guest rolled out. Don't roll out nowhere, DJ.
Roll out? What you mean?
Leave when we end the episode because we're just going to stop the recording.
Oh, okay. Nah.
That's why I'm trying to explain to you. When you're going to say bye, don't leave.
All right. So thanks, guys, for listening to me talk shit about Tim for an hour and a half. I'll be on more so we can talk about real jiu-jitsu, actual jiu-jitsu, and also comment and messages about what you want us to talk about so we have a better idea about what you guys want. You know, but definitely good to be back on the podcast. I missed it.
Nico.
All right. You can follow me on Instagram at NoNewNico or just look me up at Nico Ball. Make sure to stop by favelajujitsu.com if you want some merch or drop 5 on that Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/BJJ Goons.
You can find me at Tim Spriggs BJJ on Instagram or Facebook. TimSpriggsBJJ.com is under construction, but as soon as it drops, I will plug it away. As always, thank you, DJ, for coming on once again. Thank you, Nico, for being the best co-host / co-producer in the game. What?
Oh, I was talking shit to DJ. My bad. I didn't mean to throw you off your stride.
Okay. This has been the BJJ Goons Podcast. Peace.
Yeah, you was talking to Tim like you was about to roll out last time we went.